Let's be real. Trading from the outside looks very, very easy. Everyone tells you as long as you can find support and resistance levels, supply and demand levels, create a few lines on your chart, you'll become a good trader. But the reality is that's not the easy part in trading. Anybody can draw lines. Anybody can find patterns within a chart. Tackling the tough parts is what differentiates good traders versus bad traders. So in today's video, I want to focus on helping you guys set the right expectations so you know what's easy and what's tough in trading. Now, keep in mind, I'm not saying any of this is easy in terms of that you're not going to have to put in work. You obviously have to put in a lot of work in trading, but once you get the hang of a few of these things, then it becomes very easy for you to keep that in a repeatable pattern. Certain things, you have to constantly be tackling them every single day, and that's the hard part, and that's what differentiates good traders from bad traders. So let's start with the easy stuff. Finding setups, that's not the hard part. Eventually, you guys will get used to being able to find and spot good setups versus bad setups. All right, obviously it's going to take some time, but in my opinion, that's very, very easy. Drawing support and resistance, very, very easy. I think eventually you get the hang of it as well. In the beginning, most people do struggle with this concept, but once they apply it over and over again and they put in the time, it's very easy. It's not hard at all. And then spotting patterns such as bull flag, bear flag. I mean, there's a ton of patterns out there. I'm not going to name all of them, but that's also something that's not very tough because once you train your eyes to spot certain patterns, it'll be very easy and very quick for you to find those patterns. So essentially, anybody can open up a chart, draw these lines, look for these patterns, and you can convince yourself that, hey, it's not that hard, right? Finding these setups is most probably the easiest part in trading. Again, it's not easy in terms of you'll pick it up in a day or a week. It is going to still take you time, but eventually, once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. And most traders, once they learn these concepts, they think, all right, now I got the hang of trading, and it's very, very easy. That's the easiest part of trading. The tough part comes after this. So what are the tough parts? Creating a plan. Most traders don't understand what makes up a good trading plan. Now, if you guys are unsure of what a trading plan is and how to create one, I did a video on this in the past. I'll post a link in the description below so you guys can kind of go back and watch that. But a good trading plan, just to summarize it, needs a stop loss, reason to enter, and a strategy that combines these three things into one. So what is a good trading plan? Just to summarize it, what is your entry? What is your stop loss? Where would you be taking some profits off the table? Are you going to be taking some profits off the table, right? These things require time, consistency, and most traders are lazy. They don't like putting in the time. They don't want to give away their weekend and go and chart and put in the time to create a trading plan. But even this concept, I think eventually, if you turn it into a habit, could become easy. For example, for me, I like to chart on every Saturday, and then on Sunday, I filter through my watch list to tell me which stocks I'm going to be focusing on versus which stocks I'm going to be kind of throwing away and not trading that particular week. So it's kind of turned into a schedule and a habit for me that I have to do this every weekend. And it doesn't really require a lot of time. In the beginning, it might, but eventually when you do something again and again, it becomes very easy and more of like a daily thing. Now, the hard part, in my opinion, is going to be executing on that plan. I've seen traders that are phenomenal in creating a plan and creating levels and charting from the top to bottom, from where and when they think the stock price will go, all of that. But the tough part is executing on that, right? Sticking to your plan in terms of whatever plan you made, where you're going to enter, why you're going to enter, where your stop loss is going to be. This is the tough part. So creating those squiggly lines that you guys see everyone talking about, trend lines, support and resistance, right? You name it, is not hard. It's the plan and execution which differentiates good traders from bad traders. And this is something that doesn't eventually get easy. It gets harder and harder and harder. Why? As you grow as a trader, you're going to want to increase your position size. And that's where it gets tougher because every time you increase your position size, you have to reevaluate yourself. Some people are not able to stick to their trading plan as their position size starts to increase. So that's why this is probably one of the toughest part of trading, because as you grow as a trader, you're not going to want the same profit. You're not going to be happy with 200 or 300 profit. You're going to want 400, 500, 1,000, right? As you grow, in order for you to achieve that higher level, you need to increase your position size. So as you increase your position size, it gets tougher and tougher to execute on your plan. For example, if you're holding a trade that is $1,000 position size, that position size for you to manage might become easy over 2-3 weeks period of time. But when you switch to $10,000 position, that same trade, same setup, same plan is going to be much harder for you to execute. And that's something every single trader that you guys see on social media, on YouTube, including myself, that we go through every time we increase our position size. Sometimes hesitation comes in, lack of confidence. Previous trade that we took didn't work out. So the next trade that we're taking, we might be still connected with that trade. So we hesitate to act on our plan. And that's a constant battle. As you grow as a trader, you're gonna have to constantly battle this issue. And it's a never-ending issue that keeps on coming every time you increase your position size. So what is the answer to all of this in terms of being able to overcome this challenge as you grow as a trader? Adapting. The quicker you guys are able to adapt every time you increase your position size, you stick to your stop loss, you're closing the trades out perfectly, and the faster you bring yourself back every time you deviate from your plan, that is going to help you adapt, because that is going to be your strength in terms of every new challenge, every new growth step that you take in trading. If you can adapt to the changing markets, adapting to that new position size, sticking to that plan, that is going to help you guys stay in the game longer, right? And that's the right expectation. A lot of people like to push the idea that trading is very easy if you do X, Y, and Z. But the problem is every time you grow slightly as a trader, there's going to be new challenges. And those new challenges come with that bigger position size. And you're not gonna make those big profits that you see everyone else posting until you start to size up. So this is a never-ending battle unless if you learn how to adapt. So I'm gonna give you guys a few tips on how you can adapt, or the things that actually helped me in the past. The first thing is going to be your position size. Try to increase your position size with 5 to 10% increment. Don't go up from $500 to $2,000 or $3,000. Go from 500 to maybe 600, 700. This is going to help you adapt. Second thing is every time you guys are wrong in a trade or you feel yourself deviating from your trading plan, walk away that day. Don't continue trading. Take a step back, walk away, or switch to a paper account just so you can bring yourself right back and realign yourself to your trading plan. Because the more you apply these things into your trading, it's going to turn into a form of habit. And once it turns into a form of habit, it'll be very easy for you to stay in control of managing each one of your trades properly. The third thing is if you're going through a losing streak and you're constantly on the red side, the best way to get back on the horse is obviously with executing, but you see that it's not working out. So this is the time for you to switch over to a paper account, because when you guys are trading with a paper account, right, all you have to do is press the button. So when you press the button to jump in, there's no hesitation. There's no fear of losing money because you're using a simulated account. When you see the results on that, your confidence is going to start to come back, and then you can switch back to a real account. And lastly, and this is the most important part, learn to take breaks. A lot of people keep trading. They have losing streaks and they just keep putting money back into the market and then they keep trading. You're not going to learn how to adapt that way. And the best way to do that is going to be to take a step back, reevaluate everything that's happening, and then come back into the market. Because when every time you take a step back, this is one of the best ways that you can adapt to the market, because now you're watching from the sidelines. You're trying to understand what you're doing wrong and what's actually happening in the market. What is the difference between what's happening in the market versus what you're applying or your trading strategy is? And once you understand both of these things, you can realign these two things together, and this is going to help you understand the market better and adapt. Because nothing else is going to make trading easy unless if you learn how to adapt. So comment below if this is actually what you guys are struggling with, or am I wrong in this case? Because what I see, a lot of people struggling with adaptation and execution in the market. Everything else is the easy part of trading. These two things, I think a trader is constantly being challenged every time they try to increase their position size or grow into the next phase of their trading career. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next video.